Now the third step is going to be getting the false grip, and then that helps us set up for success with the fourth step, which is the kneeling muscle up transition. So let's take a look first at the false grip. You notice that he's got his wrists on top of the rings. He can do a little knuckle bump here. Now from here, to do the kneeling muscle up transition, he's going to squat down like a catcher in baseball, sitting on his heels with his weight on his toes. From there, his knuckles come together. He leans back, and then he does the transition for the muscle up. Sweet, that's what we want to see there. Now, coaches, when you start taking your athletes through this thing, there's going to be a number of things that could go wrong, and so I want to give you a checklist of what to look for. The first one is getting in the setup position underneath the rings. What we will notice is that oftentimes what we'll see is they grab the rings and they just lean straight back, and now when they're this far behind the upright in the rings, this isn't going to be realistic to what we see on the high ring. So for there, we would want toes on the ground. We're going to shift everything forward to get him in a position where he's still underneath the rings. Now, second thing to look for is going to be a loss of the false grip. This is a challenging grip to maintain. If he pulls or loses his hands and he's now holding it just in his regular palm, when he goes to do his transition, he's probably going to get stuck. So we want to make sure that we get the wrists on top of the rings, and even if that means that our elbows stay slightly bent, be okay with that. The grip is more important than the straight arm for this drill. Now the second thing, or the next thing, this ends up being the third, is where he pulls to. We want him to pull to the sternum. Oftentimes our athletes are going to pull high to the chest. When he gets there, he has no place to rotate through. That's going to make it difficult. The other thing that could happen, even if he pulls to the sternum, if he leaves his hips down, he's not going to have an axis of rotation to be able to get through the ring. So we want him to pull low, to bring his hips up. It should look like this.